Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Young Justice. So with this episode, we actually get to see some of the OG Young Justice characters, like Aqualad / Aquaman, being part of this episode, seeing a little bit more from his relationship that was revealed from last episode, that finally we do have a confirmed main character, LGBT character, which is Aqualad. And I'm glad that it's not shoved to the side. Again, it's something that is explored, and we get to see a bit more from their relationship, and I was surprised by that. I really thought we'd just see the kiss from last episode, and maybe a couple episodes later we'd see them again in like a scene that we see for a second, but not really a whole episode on it. So it was cool to see that, and I hope we get to see more from them and more from their relationship. But going back to it, yeah, we get to see a lot of the OG Young Justice members that we haven't seen a lot from, like Bumblebee and Mal. So they're actually having their baby in this episode, and Bumblebee has to use her powers and make a decision to make her daughter a meta in this episode, and I guess we'll see what the consequences of that are. I think honestly it's going to be more about future seasons seeing this character, because we do have a couple other babies right now. Leon, kind of like a toddler, and then you have John and some other characters. So I think those kids in either the next season or future seasons, we'll see them grow up and be the Young Justice once these characters grow older. But yeah, that was cool because we hadn't really seen them, I don't think, at all this season. So I liked getting that little tidbit from them. And then I guess the main story being Dick Grayson and Black Lightning being kidnapped and them having to be saved by Aqualad. So that's kind of connected to that storyline. And for the most part, I enjoyed that. I still don't really love the villain plot this season. I think it's been pretty stagnant. But at least we got a little bit from them, which is nice, and I guess a little bit more from the Mother Box, and more from Oracle, because we hadn't seen really anything from Barbara this season. She's just been mentioned, and we get to see Dick Grayson and Barbara flirt, and that's about it. In this episode, I think, we do get to see some of their romance, which is nice. Very little bit of them flirting, and then Oracle actually doing some badass moments in this episode as well. So I do like seeing Barbara here, and hopefully we get to see more of her, because I feel like ever since she's been introduced, she has really been a big part of the show, and obviously she is a very important character of DC Comics. I guess storyline that was the weakest here, and I really don't think needed to be in this episode until I guess the end, was Cyborg being used at all in this episode. I feel like once again there was a lot going on in this storyline, or in this episode, and if they want to eliminate anything, I feel like it should be the Cyborg storyline, and honestly our newer heroes. I know you still want to put them in an episode because they are like the main part of the story, because they are the outsiders, but I don't think they need to be in every episode, or it does clutter things a bit, and I think this could have just been about the OG Young Justice members, and it would have been a bit more cohesive, even though all the plot lines don't really connect very well. At least they had that theme going on for it. But then when you throw in the Beast Boy stuff and Cyborg, I feel like it cluttered things a bit. But overall, I thought this was a stronger episode than what we've been seeing with Young Justice, especially cohesiveness of episodes. I think this was more cohesive than the previous episodes of Young Justice. But let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this one? This is Comic Uno. Definitely go check me out on Twitter and Facebook. Go check out my comics like Father Like Daughter and They Call Her the Dancer. And also go check out our comic book podcast, Frontline Live, or that's every Tuesday live, where we talk about comics and comic book news. So be sure to check that out. Thanks, guys. Bye.